We all get the same 24 hours in a day, but how many of those hours do you actually control? If you're spending hours telling yourself you'll just watch one more episode, you are watching your time vanish into a screen. In his book, Master Your Time, Thibaut Maurice argues that focus, rather than complex software, is the primary driver of productivity. Many digital tools serve as distractions that keep you from the work they are meant to organize. We are going to translate those theories into a physical, 90-day action plan that you can build right now. To do this, you need to step away from your digital tools entirely. Grab a blank notebook and a pen. That is your entire tech stack for this system. By committing your goals to physical paper, you pull the heavy burden of time management out of your head. You create immediate accountability, and most importantly, you eliminate the temptation to fall down a digital rabbit hole the moment you unlock your device. Step 1 is to define exactly what you are aiming for. At the very top of your blank page, write down your single ultimate target. Give yourself exactly 90 days to achieve this. 3 months is long enough to make measurable progress, but short enough to create a healthy sense of immediate urgency. A massive goal sitting alone on a page often causes mental paralysis. The sheer size of the task makes you feel overwhelmed, which usually stops your progress before it even begins. To fix that, look at the space directly beneath your header and fracture that main goal into a chronological list of actionable micro-milestones. If your target is to write a book, you don't tackle the whole manuscript at once. Step 1 is the outline. Step 2 is the first draft. Step 3 is the edit. Dividing a large goal into smaller tasks makes the immediate next step visible. This replaces a vague sense of dread with a concrete executable checklist. Now that your 90-day target is set, we need to shift focus to the execution of a single day. The reality is, not all of your working hours hold equal value. Your biological energy naturally fluctuates. How much you get done depends heavily on identifying your personal peaks and valleys. This chart shows a standard daily energy cycle. Take a moment and draw a rough curve on your paper that maps your typical day from morning to night. Look closely at the highest peak on your curve. This is your peak energy zone. A critical mistake is wasting this precious window on low-effort activities. Do not spend your highest energy state checking emails or organizing desktop files. Instead, permanently reserve 1 full hour within this peak block exclusively for the most difficult micro-milestone on your list. Aligning the most difficult work with your highest biological energy increases the likelihood of completion. It turns your natural rhythm into a tool for getting the hardest tasks done early. Even with your goal broken down, that list of milestones is likely still too long to handle entirely on your own in 90 days. This infographic shows the 80-20 principle. It states that a tiny fraction, just 20% of your actions, will drive 80% of your actual results. Review your handwritten list. Identify the few tasks that will move the needle the furthest, and draw a physical circle around that high-yield 20%. For the remaining 80%, look for workarounds. You can seek external help, delegate the work, or watch a quick tutorial to bypass a long learning curve. Success depends on identifying and prioritizing these high-leverage actions. Completing 10 minor tasks rarely equals the impact of finishing one vital objective. The final element of your physical system handles the execution phase, specifically overcoming the psychological barrier of distraction. Your cognitive objective here is to reach a flow state. This is a mental condition of total immersion where you completely lose track of time. You cannot leave a flow state to chance or wait around for inspiration. It must be engineered through a strict, repeatable daily routine. At the bottom of your page, write down a specific focus trigger. This is a physical action that tells your brain it is time to work, like meditating for 2 minutes or putting on a specific pair of headphones. Once that trigger happens, you follow 3 unbreakable rules. Work for a minimum of 45 continuous minutes, perform 0 task switching, and allow absolutely no notifications. To enforce this, before you begin, close unnecessary browser tabs, put your headphones on, and place your smartphone face down on the desk. A rigid trigger reduces the mental effort required to start. It creates a path of least resistance into a state of focus before procrastination has the chance to intervene. Look at the completed physical system resting in front of you. You have a 90-day target, fractured into micro-steps, mapped to an energy cycle, filtered for high-yield tasks, and protected by a flow state routine. A common roadblock is the belief that action requires motivation. Many people wait to feel like working before they sit down at their desk. Motivation is never the catalyst for action. Motivation is the psychological reward your brain generates after you have already started working. Keep this single sheet of paper on your desk. Execute your focus trigger and begin your first 45-minute block right now. While time moves at a constant rate, your focus is a variable you can manage. Mastering that focus allows you to make the most of the 24 hours you have.